Hi guys, this is Lalana. Thanks for tuning into the Sovereign Path. So today we're going to talk about this idea that I have been asked and I've seen around from time to time when we are sort of aligning to the idea that the twin flame union is sort of given to us based on the work that we do, the inner work that we do, you know, the shadow work, the balancing. As long as we're doing the work, our higher self is going to sort of give us or deem us, sorry, there's a gnat in here, union with the twin. And at the same time, our higher self can also potentially take this away. So really I'm just addressing, I'm addressing that in this video. And really I want to come at this very clearly, and that is that you are your higher self. You are the universe. You are creation. You are consciousness. You are source having an experience in the 3D. It's really as simple as that. So you are creating your reality. We're all creating our reality. And that's a really big sort of weight on our shoulders, I think, for a lot of us to understand, to hear, to accept, because it sort of takes away the idea that, you know, divine timing is going to come in and sort of save me, or my higher self, you know, is guiding this whole thing. And so therefore this, that, and, you know, and I kind of can just stay in my mortal human brokenness. As long as I continue to do the work to heal that brokenness, then I'm going to be granted union. And then if I don't do the work, then the same thing also applies. This is never going to work out because the universe, higher self, isn't going to like bring me that into my reality. So this is super important for us to like hit on. We give our power away a lot, not only on the twin flame path, but in this reality in general, until we start to awaken, until we start to come out of the illusion and come out of the separateness and the dream, the programming that we have been experiencing. We tend to think that there is always something bigger than us and better than us, and something that's bringing things to us, and we have to earn all of these things in order to be granted, you know, happiness, or, you know, all of these things, however it work, you know, the karmic wheel and how all of these things spin and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not here to debate all of those things in this video, but I am here to remind everyone that you are that. You are that you seek, right? You are what you are looking for. You are the twin flame. You are union. Nothing is bringing union to you. Nothing is outside of you that is granting your wish to be able to come into physical romantic union with the twin. You are doing that, right? This is a you and you game. And the thing is that feels so foreign to us when we step on a twin flame path. And when we start going through the awakening, it feels like that, like, how could that possibly be that I would have the power to create my reality, or that I would have the power to be able to just come into union within, and then therefore that would attract my divine masculine twin flame back into my physical world. But you do have that power. We just forgot because we've been experiencing separation. We've been experiencing lack and fear and all these programs and patterns that I keep talking about. These programs and these patterns are the thing that are keeping us away from the remembrance, the realization, the understanding, the embodiment that I am that, right? That I am that. I am this whole thing. I am source creation. I am the master creator here. I am a master manifester. We are here to understand that again and to remember that we are literal energy. We are energetic beings, and everything around us is energy. And we are master magicians when it comes to manipulating energy. We've just forgotten how to do that because we've been experiencing the third dimensional reality and the amnesic state. But once you go through the awakening process and you continue to ascend, which the twin flame triggers, you are now coming back into the remembrance and to the alignment and the resonance that yes, I am an energetic being. Everything around me is energy. And so therefore I am that, which means I have the power, I just forgot, to manifest and create and mold energy, right? This is why it's so important that we understand that we can't keep throwing our power out. We can't keep projecting outward into our external reality, thinking that something else is going to be the savior on this path. You are the savior on this path. You are your own hero on this path. And that really is coming back into the remembrance and the recognition that, yeah, I am that. I am that. And so I'm not putting my power into anyone else's hands. I have the power to create and to manifest a life that I would like to live, abundance that I would like to see, physical union with the twin that I would like to experience, and the list goes on and on and on. We have to remember that we are not small. We've just been playing small. We've been acting small. We've been players on a stage experiencing some sort of dance or some sort of play for however many lifetimes for the expansion of the soul. But this isn't who we are. This isn't where we're from. This is not where we are supposed to stay, right? We are remembering and we are learning as we're going through the awakening and the ascension that I am energy, I am source, I am a creator, right? I do have the power to create whatever type of reality that I would like to create. And all of that power starts from within me. It doesn't start from saying, as soon as I do this, this, and this, then, the higher power is going to deem me, validated and being able to earn all of these things, including physical romantic relationship with the twin. We are already in union with the twin. We are the twin. The twin is us. This is what inner union is doing. This is about what we're talking about. We're coming back home to union with the self. It is that remembrance that you are all that you seek. It is that remembrance that as soon as I come home to self and as soon as I'm in union with self, then I understand and I remember and I realize that there is nothing external to me, right? That I am creating all of these things, including physical union with the twin, because the twin is me. We are the same energy. We are one energy, right? We are one energy, one unified energetic field experiencing itself in polarity in this third dimensional reality. You are your higher self. Your higher self is not somewhere out there. Your higher self is right here. The higher self is the higher octave, the higher version, the higher frequency, the higher vibration of you, without the amnesic masks, without all of the 3D programs, without the patterns, without the duality. The higher self is you and you are it. And so it isn't the higher self as if it's some other presence that you don't really know and that's just sort of coming in and, deeming you all of these wishes and granting all of these things. If you do X, Y, and Z, the higher self is reminding you that you are that you are already that. The higher self is trying to show you through the awakening process and through the twin flame connection that you are already the higher self, that you are already that high frequency and that high vibration. You already are that, right? It's you that is creating this reality. It's you that is deeming these wishes to come true. It's you that is manifesting every single day, all day, 24/7. There isn't something that you need to do. It's something that you just come back into the being and the remembrance and the embodiment that I am that, right? This is why I'm talking about running patterns and programs and then identifying with them as if you're only these things. You know, I'm only a doctor or a teacher or a parent or a wife or whatever it is. These are the things, the constructs that we go by in this reality. There's nothing wrong with that. But the awakening shows us, actually, I am source creation. I am a spark of creation experiencing a third dimensional reality in form. But I am an energetic being. I am pure source consciousness. And I created this, right? I came into this reality to have this experience that I created, right? This is the thing. We're creating this. And so when we're on a twin flame journey and we're coming back into this remembrance, we're so focused on that physical, union with the twin, forgetting that the union with yourself, the union coming back to self, is what creates the physical union with the twin. And so we're looking at the physical union, physical twin going, come on, come back and let's have physical union, because that's what I'm used to in the 3D, and I'm used to having these romantic partnerships, and I want you to do the same thing. But the romantic partnerships that we've had in the past have been based on separation and duality and programs and patterns and imprints, right? And wounds. The relationship, and I don't call it a relationship, the twin flame dynamic, because this is your same soul, is not based on any of those things, right? You don't have to be an inner union to have a relationship with a karmic partner or a soulmate, even though they're in your soul family. You don't have to have any of that to have a relationship with a non-soul family member. But you have to have inner union in order to have that interconnectedness, that relationship, that 3D dynamic with your twin flame. If you're not in inner union, the twin flame situation in the physical will continue to be on and off, back and forth. This is because you are the creator of your inner reality and you are dealing with your exact same soul signature. This is why this happens. So it isn't your higher self that is granting you anything. You are your higher self. You are granting you this. You are coming back into the remembrance that I am pure source consciousness, pure source energy, and my twin flame is exactly the same energy and consciousness as me. So if I'm throwing my energy and my consciousness outward into external situations or onto them as if they are someone that is not my same soul, not my same consciousness, not my same energy, then I am pushing my energy away. If I'm pushing my energy away, then what happens? I'm also pushing that away, because that's the same energy. They are my same energy. They are my same consciousness. So if I'm separating myself from my own consciousness, thinking that I'm all these programs and all of these ideas and belief systems, forgetting that I am a master creator and I am creating everything that I see, and that I am pure source energy, and there is my exact same pure source energy blueprint standing there, it becomes really simple at that point, right? Understanding this becomes pretty simple at that point, as much as we can understand it from the mind. This isn't a mind path. It's a soul path, right? It's an energetic path. That's why we have to always be paying attention to what's going on energetically. And so as soon as we get into the place that is saying, well, my higher self, if I do all of these things, my higher self is, or the universe or God, source, creation, whatever, is going to work at divine timing and bring my twin flame back into my world whenever they deem that it's the right time, right? You are actually divine timing. It's not that divine timing doesn't exist. It does exist, but it's you. This is how this thing gets really like spread out and expanded. And we really need to start seeing through things through the macrocosm as well as the microcosm, right? There are nuances to this path and they get really sort of finite. But the fact of the matter is that we are everything. We are all of it. creating all of the nuances. Just based on energy. Just based on the fact that we manipulate energy, right? Every second of every day, all of our thoughts, all of our beliefs, all of our imprints, all of our programs, all of our identifications are creating what we see around us all the time, constantly. That's what we do. We are master manifestors without even being aware of it. Once we become aware of it, and we come back into that remembrance and back into that knowing, and we come back into the awareness of, I am actually creating everything I see based on what I believe, based on what my intentions are, based on my imprints, my programs, my belief systems, you know, my identifications, what I call myself, right? What boxes I have put myself in based on the societal norms that I have been playing out in this 3D. Well, if I've created that whole reality, right, without even meaning to, without even knowing that I was doing that, then I can create a whole different reality based on intention, right? Based on the understanding and the realization that I am an energetic being, and I am a master manifester, and I am my higher self, and I am consciousness. And my twin is the exact same consciousness and higher self and source energy as me. So if I'm pulling all of my energy back to me, and I'm focusing on me, and I'm doing me, and I'm loving me, that energy has no choice but to follow itself. It's one energy, right? So do your best to keep your focus away from these ideas. I did another video on psychics, tarot, and the divine masculine that you can check out that will expand this a little bit more. When we're looking outside ourselves and we're like expecting that things are going to come to us due to something that we've earned, right? And this is what we've been taught. So it's not that it's right or wrong. It's just that it's a paradox. And this reality flips everything backwards on its head on purpose, because that's how we experience duality. But you're waking up out of duality if you're a true twin flame, which means we're flipping it back the correct way, right? The way that we know how it works, the way that we've always known how it works. It doesn't work from the outside in. It works from the inside out. We need to get away from this idea, you know, and the mind plays it because the mind likes the way it feels. And as I've said in that other video, I've been a tarot reader for years. I love, love, love tarot. I love tarot. Tarot can be useful in private and personal readings because it's coming from a completely different energetic space. But anyone who's been watching my channel, this channel, for long enough knows I'm not even on my other channel anymore, One Eternal Flame. That was a very successful tarot channel for a lot of years, right? I stepped away from that channel because I don't feel comfortable continuing to do tarot if I'm not feeling like it's coming from a place where the viewers are being completely helped in some way, completely guided, completely facilitated to walk the sovereign path, as this channel is called, right? So I gear and steer people away, twin flames specifically, that's what this channel is about, away from tarot. Because unless it's a private reading or a personal reading from a very good and keyed in tarot reader, the general readings are not going to assist you. They're going to feed your ego. It just is. They're going to feed your ego. They're going to feed the mind. They're going to create and assist those fantasies that we have and that we like to hear on the twin flame path, right? The same thing with like the collective readings of the divine masculine. Please stay away from that sort of stuff, guys, if you're really on this path. It's not going to help you. It's going to keep you going in circles. General readings, general tarot readings are not going to help you on this path. Private reading, personal reading, depending on the reader. But the same thing goes with a lot of psychics, and I'm not putting anybody down. I do all this work too. I love all of this work, and it has its place, but its place is not on a twin flame path. It's not. And so the reason that I bring this up is because it's very easy for the divine feminine to feel like I need to find those answers and I need to find those answers. And instead of looking within, we've all been taught to look without. We've all been taught. And so this is just basically a rewiring of the mental system. Instead of looking without, we need to start looking within. Well, all of these other structures that are around you, if you are divine feminine on a twin flame path, generally speaking, are going to keep you running in circles. Astrology readings, full moon, what's going on with Jupiter right now? You know, when is my higher self going to bring my twin flame back in? When is the universe going to find that the divine masculine collective is all coming back into union in 2025? As soon as I do this, and this, the divine masculine is going to come back in. As soon as I do. It's within you, guys. It's within you. It's the only place it will ever be is within you. You are pure source energy and consciousness. And you have the power to create. You are a creator. You are creating this, right? And this is coming from your mind. It's coming from your thoughts. It's coming from your emotional body. And it's coming from soul, right? So just have that awareness. And I talk about this in my course. Hopefully that will be available in April. That we're talking about coming back into balance, right? We're talking about coming back into balance within, right? We've been running all of these patterns and thinking that that's how we work. It's not how we work. So we need to come back into balance. And part of that coming back into balance is abandoning the belief system that something outside of you is going to fix this twin flame journey at some point, right? That something's going to come in and rush up and scoop you out and just put you on the path and it's all going to be good. Or this reading is going to make everything good and it's going to check off all the boxes and it's going to do all of these things. Or the new, you know, full moon in Aries is going to be like this, that, or the other. Or the divine masculine collective is going to be doing all of this stuff in 2026. You know, your higher self is going to deem when you're ready to do all this, that, and the other. You're your higher self. You are all of those things. You don't need to look outside yourself for anything. You're creating from within. Every moment, every second, you are creating from within. Bring that energy back to you. Bring that self-love back to you. Make your focus loving yourself more than anything, right? Make your focus coming back into the awareness that you are what you seek. You are the divine masculine. Loving yourself is loving the divine masculine. They are you. This is one energy. You don't have to earn their love. You don't have to be validated by them to feel loved. You don't have to wait for some sort of green flag for your higher self to tell you that you're ready, right? You don't have to do any of those things. It doesn't work like that. You have to be in a place where you're like, oh, this is me. This is me. This is a me and me path. This is a me and me path. I just have to come back to me, the true me, not the egoic me, not the mind me, not the thought me, not the pain body me, but the consciousness that is me, the master creator that is me, the true energetic light body that is me, and that is also my twin, right? That's what this path is. That's why I'm always saying, like, if you're not going through a spiritual awakening, then you're probably not experiencing a twin flame path, because this path is pure energy. We cannot go at this thing from the mind. It is pure energy, and it's coming back into the remembrance that you are pure energy and that you are a master manipulator of that energy. I don't like the word manipulator. It's got a very negative connotation, but it means that you can basically mold things. That's what manipulation is. You can mold things, right? Take a piece of clay and you can make something out of that piece of clay. Energy works the same way. It's just working to create what you're seeing in your reality. So you can mold your own energy. You can mold energy. All of us can. We just forgot that. Awakening is reminding you of that, right? So you can create with that energy the life that you would like to experience. As soon as you bring that energy back to you and recognize that you are it. You are it. You are everything. You are all of it. You're all of it. So bring the focus back to you, right? This is a self-loving path. Bring the love back. Bring the love back. Bring the love back. The union that you're looking outside of you already exists within you. And as soon as you tap back into that, everything in this whole twin flame path shifts, right? Inner work, or not, I don't like to say inner work either. Inner you, inner union, right? Because it's not about work. This isn't about work. It's about dropping all of the things that have been keeping you from you, right? It's seeing through the veil and then dropping the veil, which is the programs and the patterns. Dropping the veil completely, right? Which is the ego mind. And coming back into, I'm actually everything that I have been looking for this entire time. And everything is being created from within me. And I'm seeing it showing up in my world all around me. And if I am energy and I am also the same as my twin, because we are one energetic system, then whatever I am doing with my energy is also affecting my same energy. So why wouldn't I have all my focus on what's going on with my energy within? So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helps, and I hope you have an awesome day.